Yeah, we got several days, if not a week and a half, of more lake effect snow, and occasionally we'll get a system snow coming on through. Here are the reported snowfall totals for today. This is on top of what fell last night with the heavy snow. A good 3-inch plus across much of the area. Some areas up to 5 and even 7 inches up around Belmont and over in Cloverville. And from the downtown Energy Park camera in Holland, looking pretty good here in the past half hour. Winter storm warnings have been canceled. They've been downgraded to a winter weather advisory, so not as big as an impact as there was late last night and this morning. Nonetheless, this now goes through noon tomorrow, and then there'll be more advisories most likely later on. You can see many of the area interstates are icy covered and a little bit slow going, and snow showers continue at this hour with very low visibility. As you can see, a lot of orange and even some reds, with some crashes being reported there on I-196 to the west of Grand Rapids, as slow going across the region and limited visibility from Muskegon. Can't even see downtown Grand Rapids. It looks like the traffic is moving slowly. Over in Holland, though, you got dry streets. You can see going up the big hill there on I-196. That's looking eastward. You got low visibility, 18 degrees. Over in Holland, as you saw, looking pretty good, 19. But look at that wind gust to 40 miles per hour right now. Also from the Grand Haven camera, hardly can see the shoreline, but last night you couldn't see it at all, and you could see there are some pretty big waves out there. Visibility is reduced to about a quarter mile in Grand Rapids, a half a mile in Muskegon, but getting a little bit of sun on the south end of town, down around Kalamazoo and Three Rivers. Heaviest snow bands right now across the Great Lakes region are right here in West Michigan, Kent, Ottawa, and Muskegon counties, all the way down through Allegan and also into Barry County. Just about everywhere you drive, you may run into one of those whiteout conditions with those strong winds. Other than that, the winter weather advisories continue till noon tomorrow. Back to the north and west, it is bitterly cold where there are wind chill warnings and wind chill advisories. Our wind chills are going to drop down below zero as that storm system exits to the east. It's just going to continue to pour down a lot of Arctic air from the north. So over the weekend, we're going to see temperatures in the teens. They're only in the single numbers back to the north and west. And when you factor in those 20 to 40 mile per hour winds, wind chill readings have dropped down to about 15 to 20 below zero. We're going to drop down below zero with wind chills here later on tomorrow night. Other than that, temperatures are in the mid and upper teens. Salt having a little hard time working on the area roads. We're going to drop down into the low and mid teens tonight, so not much colder, but not much warmer here tomorrow. And then Saturday night through Sunday morning, there's going to be a system snow coming on through that's just going to add to the lake effect snow. When will it warm up? We will talk about that in the 10-day outlook a little bit later on. Well, snowing a little heavier out here on the weather deck, and it will continue to be like this for the next several days. 13 weather ball is green. No change to our temperatures foreseen. They'll stay in the teens, and it's also blinking bright because of a lot more snow, lake effect snow, and system snow in sight. And this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. We said we would target the 5 p.m. temperature. We said 16. It did make to 16 at 4 o'clock, and then it jumped back to 18 at 5 o'clock. And that's how it works. 3 days in a row within 3 degrees. Saturday planter starting out at 13 degrees with lots of lake effect snow. The winds will be a lot lighter than they were today, but nonetheless only in the mid and upper teens here tomorrow. And it will continue to be like this for the next several days. Lake effect snow coming down quite heavily from time to time. It drops visibility down to less than a quarter of a mile, and at times it hardly is snowing at all. We got quite a bit of snow out here on the weather deck. Right here through downtown Grand Rapids and the south end between M6 and about M11, that's 28th Street. A very heavy band of snow coming on through. Also just around Sparta, up through Ravenna and over toward Muskegon. Further south, you can see some snow across Allegan and Barry County. It's not that it's not snowing down here in Kalamazoo, but the snow is a lot lighter down through there. Back across the lake, there are still some clouds, but no snow over here because this is all courtesy of the Great Lakes. That cold air pouring on down with temperatures back to our west only in the single digits and the teens, crossing that much warmer lake water, which is, by the way, in the upper 30s. Lake effect snow showers throughout the overnight. Doesn't show up very well on our models, but nonetheless you can see it continues in many areas. So when you wake up in the the morning, you will have more snow to shovel. It's a light, fluffy snow, but there'll be a lot of that. And then as we go through the day on Saturday, not a lot happening during the day other than a few lake effect flurries, but here comes a system snow. It's going to spread over the area starting after about 5 to 7 p.m. It will affect most areas here in West Michigan, 80 to 90%. And then after midnight, that system snow will move on out. And with a northwest wind, areas to the south and west of Grand Rapids through Sunday morning, we'll see the bulk of the lake effect snow showers, and that will last through Sunday night into Monday morning as well. Then the winds will shift a little bit more out of the southwest. Again, all lakeshore areas are going to see a lot more snow than the inland areas. In terms of how much snow we're going to fall, will be certainly enough to shovel and plow. This is through Saturday morning. These amounts might be a little bit on the lighter side, and then watch that system snow come up from the south Saturday night through Sunday. It'll just be enhanced by Lake Michigan. Again, don't focus on the exact amounts. You can see where the heaviest is going to fall right in through here between 131 and the lakeshore. And by the time it wraps up, or at least our model run wraps up at noon on Monday, there could be another foot of snow, especially at the lakeshore or more. Long range outlook. This comes out and updated every Friday from February 20th through March 5. During that 2-week period, highest chances for colder temperatures right over the Great Lakes region. Average highs by that time are 35 to 40. It looks like we will not be that warm, and an equal chance for precipitation, more or less snowfall. Again, this is system type snow. It does not include lake effect, so I'm thinking we're going to get a lot more lake effect snow as we head through the second and third and fourth week of February. Again, during the day on Saturday, during the daylight hours, there'll be some lake effect snow showers, but most of the snow will come later on tonight as temperatures fall into the mid-teens. Up north, you could climb into the mid-teens. Tomorrow up north, you'll be in the low and mid-teens with, again, some night snow with a few daytime lake effect snow showers, and similar here in the greater Grand Rapids zone, highs right around 16 to 17. 13 on your side forecast. No relief in sight until the end of next weekend when we'll climb out of the teens up into the 20s. And again, on Monday night, there might be some more system snow and more lake effect snow next weekend.